Love that showboat.
I love Branson. That's heaven.
We got some fun facts and some other stuff, Branson. We're going to do some of that stuff. We're going to get the Vogelwager news in a minute. But first, we're going to talk about Tim, because Tim went out on the opening day of Missouri archery season. Tell us about your hunt.
Yeah, the 15th, I just cannot not be out in the woods.
Right.
It's a magical time. So first off, I need to say to my wife, I am on the air. I'm not sneaking out into the woods this morning.
Okay.
So just proof that I'm not out in a deer stand right now. And then hey to the Osgood family, they're listening up in Marion, Iowa this morning.
Well, how nice.
Evan's my buddy. He bow
Hey,
hunts,
Evan.
and he's bringing up two young boys that are going to be bow hunters also. So.
Pass it on.
Absolutely. So I set up this stand on a bench cut in a ridge out near Eureka where I hunt, and got out way before daylight and got settled in. It was kind of a hike to get back in there, and sat down, got settled in, and I would say probably around 10 o'clock.
Okay.
This doe, you see the woods light up and everything, and the squirrels start coming out early on, and about 10 o'clock a doe walks out and beds down about 55 yards away from my stand, and I watch her for a while, and kind of keep scanning, looking for anything else coming through. And I love to hunt. I'm not ashamed of taking a doe. Some guys kind of poo-poo taking a doe.
I've never understood that.
Oh, and especially when you bring it home, you throw it in the smoker, and you have some great venison. It really makes sense to shoot a few does every year. So I had nothing against taking this deer. She got up after being down for about an hour. So when she stood up, I stood up, and she started coming down the trail that I had originally set up on. But I think that she caught my wind because I had crossed that trail as I was coming into my stand. I think she picked up on some of my scent because the wind was in good shape. And so she stopped, stomped her foot a couple times, and then decided to try to circle around downhill from my location. And I had a small window of opportunity to shoot her, and she stopped about 20 yards out with a nice clearing in the brush on her vitals, and I centered the pin on her. And anytime I have a turkey come in on me or a deer, I still can't believe it's happening. It's still magical to me.
That's why we go.
Exactly. Yeah. I hope I never get tired of that. But I had this brief instant of, oh my gosh, it's September 15th, and I've got my pin set on this deer, and I think this is going to happen. I had one earbud in my left ear because I was listening to the radio at the time. And
Eye on the Outdoors.
the podcast, yes.
Yeah.
And as I released, the bowstring grazed the one wire that was kind of draped across my chest for that earbud, and pulled the earbud out of my ear probably around 300 feet per second. And so I know that I winced at the shot because I don't remember seeing that arrow strike the deer. But I heard it, that smacking sound that when the broadhead hits a deer. I heard it, but I didn't know what the hit looked like. So the deer runs off, and I don't hear it crash. Can't see it where it went. I wait a solid half hour, and get down from my stand and go find the arrow. There's some blood on it. There's blood on the ground, and I start tracking it. And really, the story here with this hunt is not only it was opening day, it was awesome to get on a deer for the first time, but this blood trail was solid. It was a good
Awesome.
blood trail. But the deer went 150 yards, and I bumped her.
Okay.
And that's a big no-no. I've never bumped a deer and then recovered it. So I sat down where I bumped it, sat down, had a snack, and caught up on some emails, and waited another 40 minutes, and then started picking up the blood trail again, and found her another 150 yards down the valley.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Some good eating, some good food, a great hunt. Opening day?
Absolutely, yep. So by 6 o'clock on opening day, by 6 p.m., I had venison in the fridge.
That's awesome. How bad were the bugs on September 15th?
This deer, so if folks go on thethinkingwoodsman.com, you can see a write-up I did with pictures. When I found the deer, I've never seen more flies in my entire life
Wow.
on that deer's carcass, in the mouth, all over the place. So, and it was probably around 78 degrees at that time,
Yeah.
so it was warm.
It's warm. I like it when there's frost on the ground and the leaves have changed colors. And well, congratulations again. Now we're going to go over here and see Ray Barbecue Brian.